time we touch, I get this feeling, and every time we kiss, I swear I could fly.
Instead of working with worms, let's work with fishtank.com and buynow.com and Count Sheep and Logic Mazes and all these different websites. And we have how much their server, how many people are on the server, and how much time it takes to access the site. So the homework for this one is going to ask you to go through this data set. And one thing you're going to notice is it really needs to have a quadratic model with a different fit for each of those websites. But instead of just jumping to the last one automatically, what I want you to do is start with just one linear model and don't make it based off any of the sites at all. And then, instead of one line, let's have a different line for each of the websites. Now, since it's quadratic, of course, they're not going to fit very well. But what you'll notice is that when there's one line, it goes through all these quadratics as best it can. Even when you have multiple lines, it goes through them as best you can. And if you do one quadratic, it goes through the data as best it can, but it's not until you have different parabolas for each website that it's finally going to look good. And the great part about this is you'll know you have it right when you look at the data and the lines are going through the data the way it should be. Especially if you color them by the different websites, you can easily see, is this working or not? And after you're done with this homework, I'm hoping it means you're comfortable with the idea of doing quadratics, cubics, whatever you need. It's not much harder than what you've done before. You're able to include the categorical stuff we've had in the past, and you're ready for a complication of the numerical interactions that we're going to do in the next chapter.